I better get running. She's coming. If I wanna keep my life, baby, she'll.
The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He'll start the seventh. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And now a pitch on the way. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. On, he pops it up, and no one will get this one. Here's Wheeler on 1-1.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
Lined into right, a base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
To the plate now, Tim Anderson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Now that's first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Runner at second, one away, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Wheeler pauses, first pitch on the way.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
Slow roller left side.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Steven Strasburg is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Harper. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Nationals on top, 2-1. Last half of the 7th here, and next the dangerous power threat, Rowdy Tellez.
The first baseman, number 44.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt you.
And it's fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Standing in now, Kyle Tucker.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Soto comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Digging in will be Javier Baez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up. The Nationals are out in front here, 2-1. Now to the plate, here is Luis Garcia. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Luis Garcia.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now back, the center fielder, Victor Robles.
So the next to bat will be Victor Robles. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Wheeler into his motion. First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The Phillies are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance, only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
The left fielder, number 22.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Juan Soto stands in as he looks at a called strike. Robles leads off first with 1 away. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Nothing doing for Washington. They still lead it 2-1. Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate here is Adley Rutschman. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Kyle Schwarber will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He'll come into play here at 319. 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Next, here is Willie Castro. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the AB on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Devin Williams enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Eric Hosmer is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a bouncing ball for the shortstop Lindor. And quickly there are 2 away. Next to hit, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now here's the first offering.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Harper gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 2-1. Brad Hand is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Stepping in once again is Gene Story. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he fouls this one off. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as we head toward the All-Star break, you can see he's on top of the NL in that category. Next, it'll be Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Checked his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there, 1-1. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Rowdy Tellez would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Washington jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Steven Strasburg